Please sir, can I have some more? POWER exclamation mark.
Welcome to Pauper Power Part 2, a series climbing the oiled ladder with decks using only common cards. Getting right into it. This deck was primarily structured around Wretched Raven for its combo potential and interaction with Fervent Siphoner. Not only does Wretched Raven trigger its ability for +2 damage, but the effect stacks, meaning 2 attacking Ravens makes him a 2-power 5/2 with Exalted, providing a weapon upon death to equip to other units under my control. In terms of support, I found Scavenging Spikeback to be a great turn 4 follow-up if you attack with the Raven and Siphoner. The enemy will almost always trade into the Siphoner to stop it growing, thus activating Spikeback's Tribute for a 4-power 5/5 with Overwhelm. Here is a quick deck list breakdown. Almost all default power, as the good dual colours are uncommon, only 8 spells, 4 Spore Breath, 4 Wisdom of the Elders, 6 attachments and 4 change sticks, as well as 2 Frost Talismans. Heavily stacked with 31 unit cards, only 9 of those are over 4 power cost. So without further ado, let's jump into some games. Okay, not the best starting hand. Unfortunately, it looks like the combo won't be in use with the Raven, but the Gorgon Infiltrator is really good to set up. The Gorgon Infiltrator is a really nice card to start with, so I'm very appreciative of that. Regrettably, Spore Breath isn't going to be useful till the late game. And the Cliff Climber, I'm not quite sure why she's in the deck. I'm probably going to remove her after this game. Although, the Inspire's quite nice. I am a fan. Coming out strong. Curious to see what the answer will be, if there'll be direct removal or perhaps buffing the unit. No. Oh. 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 That might have been a misclick. Either misclick or Supreme Confidence. And a bit of BM. I'm gonna side on misclick. Weird. Oh well, go for the trade. Get a free unit. No problem with that. It does stop the infiltrate for a turn, but now we have the change sticks, so we can just fly over any defenders. No issue whatsoever, and that'll lead into a nice turn 5.
Time to reflect.
Okay, so this is a late game deck I'm playing against. I've got pretty good options at the late game, not many units, but the ones that are there are very valuable. Yeah, just go straight over that card's head. This gives quick draw and deadly to the Gorgon Infiltrator. In the addition to flying, it's now very strong. Yeah, we'll trade for that. Again, that's the problem with Spore Breath. Really nice in the deck. I do like running 4. Might not be the most optimal, but it's just so good in late game. But as you're seeing now, having one in the early hand, kind of worthless. Kind of worthless. And while this deck does have a lot of low cost units, none of them are really throwaways. I don't want to just start, they're not chaff to be thrown away. We're not going to let the attack go through. I'm still waiting for an option to shut this down. These units are quite scary. I think I'm going to have to trade the Infiltrator into the Dinosaur. The T-Rex. And thank goodness I didn't attack with the Gorgon. That ambush would have killed him immediately. So yeah, trade into the T-Rex. I'm thinking using the Spore Breath to kill the ambush fly. There's really no other way of shutting it down. I'm not too worried about the monk. He's been summoned a bit too late. Really, that's an early game threat when you know there's going to be tons of influence being played. He'll be lucky to get to 4/4 in the next couple of turns. So I'm thinking, if he attacks, only block the monk. I'm willing to let the 6/6 go through. And obviously I'm not going to trade the Nightmare Dragon for the...
Take
Oh, another one. Yeah, shut down the monk, let the rest through. No way I'm trading the Sky Horror Dragon for a little insect. Yeah. Looks like... Oh. No. I think we're just going to go Spore Breath on the insect. Although that does now have... Well, it's just got flying. It's got double flying. That means nothing. Altitude's not a mechanic in this game, thankfully. That'd just be silly. No, yeah, Spore Breath. Get rid of the 1-1. And then, if necessary, trade the Nightmare Dragon into the 4-4. That will go a long way to instigate its mastery. I'll just be one attack off, so next turn I can go face and then use the free permafrost on the 6-6. That's actually a really good solution to this. I think that's the way this is going to go. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Oh. Wonderful. Yeah, not much late game. Not much in terms of late game units in this deck, but they're really strong. And the free permafrost, so good. Just completely mitigating that 6-6. I sincerely doubt there's an anti-curse card in the deck. I'm willing to bet the outcome of the game on that. And he just had a power. Stop it with the 7-6. That's it. Wonderful. That's game pretty much, I think. The 7-6 does now have unblockables, so it's over. I'm thinking of going for the Berserk Lice, just in case this game continues onwards. We'll get a little bit of health back from that. But I'm expecting a concede. Any moment? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, that went pretty well. We didn't get the combo with the Raven, but unlike the previous deck, where it was pretty much solely dependent on the treasure trove, and every card was used towards that end, this deck's quite well balanced. Even without the combo going off. Heading into the next match. Pretty good opening hand. I'm quite happy with it. If anything is played that's too out of control, we have the 2-power Relic Stun. If not, we got the Siphon? The Fervent Serpent. Okay, getting right into it. Looks like we can have a turn 2 Fervent Serpent. That's a nice thing. Pretty happy with that. Looks like we can then go... Probably use a 3 mana to draw 2 additional cards. And then trade the Serpent to get the 4-power 3-3 off. Very curious what my opponent's playing. Wow, so he has no normal power in his hand. That's interesting. That's pretty good for me.
Bleed them dry.
Yeah, if nothing changes, we're going to be going for the card draw next turn. Hopefully we'll draw into a Raven. That'd be nice. That's pretty much the setup for this deck.
There's always a way if you know the path.
Oh, it's shifted. Wonderful. Although that kind of sucks in a way, because it means I won't be able to sack the Fervent Serpent. Ooh. Okay. I don't want to kill the Fervent Serpent till I have 4 power and I'm ready to play. Okay, we'll just go for the card draw. Hopefully get a Raven. Damn. It's a bit of an awkward spot. Worst case scenario, we can just... I really don't want to kill him. I really don't want to kill the Fervent Serpent until I have another unit on the board to give him the Exalted Weapon. I'm willing to take all the damage to the face until I have a second unit on the board to take advantage. So yeah, it's just going to go through. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, wonderful. So we're going to smack down the Raven. And then next turn we'll play the 4 power 3-3 and get the tribute off for a 5-5 with Overwhelm, which is really nice, really nice. Okay. just a free block. He's got no power, so he can't play a fast spell or anything to buff it. So that's safe. Wonderful. Attack with both of them, it'll be buffed to a 3. 3-2 Exalted Weapon, he should kill it. I'm hoping he does. Go on. Please. Pretty please. Wunderbar. So get the fight. We add the Exalted Weapon onto the Raven, and then we're going to smack down that 4 Tribute Monster. Boom. 5-5 Overwhelm. Really strong board at this point. Very happy with how it's going. Admittedly, I was helped out by the opponent's lack of power in the early game. But take what you can get. I need to get out of bronze. I need to.
There's always a way if you know the path.
It's an interesting deck though, just purely shift based. I really like what the opponent's doing. Might as well. I mean, the Aegis isn't that important, and I do want the extra power. It's pretty handy to have, opens up a ton of options.
The corruption spreads.
So the Berserker and Lifesteal, which means we should be able to gain 6 additional health next turn. Which combined with the damage we're doing now, is a big benefit. That's one thing I do wish, is that the Exalted gave the ability to the Raven. So the Raven, as well as making the opponent discard 2 cards when it attacks, gained 2 attack when the opponent discarded. That would be really cool. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. It would probably be overpowered at that point, being honest. So it's probably better it isn't. It's just a nice combo. Nightmare Dragon, absolutely love this unit. It's just the bread and butter. Get the trigger, hopefully gain 6 health from it. And that'll give us a sizable advantage. Lovely. Does he have any fast spells to counteract this? Wonderful. That's the perfect kind of lead you want. Pretty much in the bag, and at this stage of the game, the Frost Totem, I can actually pay 7 to draw a card with it, so not only when it's summoned do I get to stun a unit for 2 turns, I can then just start drawing cards infinitely with it. I believe it's limited to once a turn, but I'm not certain on that. And there we have the win, ranking up to rank 1. Fantastic. I've got to say, it took a long time with Brosnan's Brood. That's the all-Centaur deck I was trying for a while. And it sucked. It sucked. That's why I haven't made a third part. I'm still trying to figure out how to make that good. It's really just trying to make a good deck in spite of the cards. With that being said, I think this went really well. And I'm going to continue with this deck concept with the Ravens. So Pauper Power 3 will be a continuation of this deck. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be in Silver League. Which isn't impressive. It's pretty bad. I should be higher than that, considering the amount of time I've invested into this game. But I'm terrible. I'm terrible at card games. That's why I'm playing all common cards, just to try and get better at the fundamentals of the game, and increase my understanding. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll continue probably next Friday. Thank you.